episode 200.
200.
Donny Dust in the house. No better way to bring it in. Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, indeed, to you.
Thanks for the gift.
My pleasure. Enjoy. Some agave tequila.
That is good, man.
Right on.
Straight out of Mexico.
Mexico, yeah, the Mexicans.
Dude, I love tequila. How'd you know?
Well,
I think you've seen me drink a little bit of it.
I see everything that's over there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go out on a guess here.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
yeah,
the
man.
Bison Butcher, I think we killed a bottle that night. I didn't even realize it.
I think we did.
Yeah.
I know everyone woke up a little bit rough the next morning, being like, all right, what else we got to do? And there was intestines and stomach and everything everywhere.
The bone marrow helped.
The bone marrow always helps.
That was the first time I had ever eaten raw bone marrow.
It's not bad.
It was killer.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, it's like the size of a banana coming out of the leg of the bison. You just scoop it out and eat it. I mean, it's better than paying like $100 to have it cut in half and then simmered and grilled. No thanks. Just eat it raw. Puts it on your chest.
Yeah, it was. That was a new experience for me. It was
Right
fucking
on.
super rad, though.
Well, we're gonna do it. I think we got another one lined up in June. So this will be a smaller bison. I'm
Okay, good.
I'm not sure if we're going to do the. I know, Bobby, come up again. All right, man. And this one was 2,400 pounds, but this one, just talking with Jim and Julie, it's going to be around like 1,300 pounds. So, possibly the class. We might film it in a different capacity, like we talked about it before. There's a company V6 Media out in Utah that's done a lot of like hunting videos, and I've done some stuff with. So there's. Slowly working, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it requires, months and months of planning. I'm kind of shoot from the hip. But I was like, well, he knows what he's doing when it comes to setting this up and setting that up. I'm like, we'll get back.
The best part was you gave the spiel because it was a class, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, make sure you don't cut yourself. Who was the first person to cut themselves?
Yeah, you.
Me.
And then it was the second, me. I had that gash in my finger and I'm taping it up. And I was like, oh my God, this is
Dude,
horrible.
back when I used to tour, like the stages got, as I grew in production, the stages got crazier and crazier where they had all these lifts like integrated in them and stuff.
No bueno.
And we had this one carpenter, Joe, that he would always give a spiel to like all the local stagehands. He's like, there's a hole here, don't make sure you don't fall in the hole. He fell in the hole more than anybody ever did. But it was gnarly. It'd be like a 6 foot, 8 foot straight to the concrete or the ice, like
jeez. And that's where like those holes where you put like pyrotechnics and all sorts of like people.
Yeah, a lot of them were like I was a hydraulic carp on when I was out with Rihanna.
Right on.
And we had shit. I mean, we had a conveyor belt, and then we had their hydraulic lifts.
Oh.
So we were traveling around with hydraulic pumps.
No kidding.
And these huge hydraulic lines that we,
Yeah.
and they're meant to like bring aircraft up into wind
But
tunnels.
she's standing
and shit.
on it, like rising.
Yeah, and then you have like a little. It's so Spinal Tap, man. Like
That's cool though.
But it was wild, man. It was a crazy show. A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
I almost cut a security guard's leg off one time.
Nice. What the heck?
We had, I mean, the freaks would come out for her, because she was just a bombshell.
Yeah.
And we had a stage jumper one night, and one of the security guards, this badass motherfucker, jumped up on the stage and started hauling ass across, but I was bringing my lift up at the time. I was returning it to stage height.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, I just see this leg come shooting out, and there's no, when it's hydraulics, there's no emergency stop.
Yeah.
So I was just started turning the valve, and luckily it pinched his leg in there, but it never got far enough to break skin or bone. But he had a bruise.
That's no joke.
It was crazy. Yeah, he bought me a bottle of Grey Goose after that. He's like, dude, thanks for not cutting my leg off. I was like, fuck, dude, I'm glad I didn't.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole different world. I mean, all the stuff that you've done. I mean, which has been years of you. I mean, between concerts and shows, like all the planning on that. I mean, that's like a whole completely different world compared to that. A lot of us see on behalf of the Mountainside podcast, like how we see you, and you're between hunting and the outdoors. It's like a.
I don't bring it up very often.
No, you don't.
I don't like to be the guy to brag about it or anything. If it fits into the story.
Yeah, but you're not a bragger. You would never be like, oh. I was at a Riri concert, because that's what people call it, right? Riri.
I think so.
Bullshit,
Yeah.
Yeah. You do know.
I just,
you know.
I don't know.